If you're a DTC store doing anywhere from $5 to $50 million a year, the reason you're not making 100 million is not splitting customers into RFM, or recency, frequency, and monetization. RFM is a way to measure how engaged someone is in terms of recently, on a score of 1 to 3, frequently, as to how many times they've purchased, and also monetization as to how much they spend based on every single purchase. I'm going to give you 6 segments that you can use in order to tailor specific strategies, and you can only do a simple flow setup as a starter, but this will already help you message people at the right time. The first segment is recent. Let's call them rabbits. I like to call them rabbits because it's very easy to understand that they jump in and out. These are the people who have engaged with your brand, they haven't purchased anything, and they have been recently introduced to your company. Now, the way that you're gonna message them is through your flows, all with the optimizations that you are doing in terms of education, nurturing, offers. It's gonna be going for them because they need to know where do they start with your brand. And whereas a lot of people tend to think that because people are in the email, they've already consumed your ads and landing pages and all the rest of the education with Reddit, with Trustpilot, with YouTube, you still shouldn't presume that people know about you, and instead treat it kind of like a middle of a funnel, cold to warm type of a prospect. And here's why. Even though you have done all of the convincing up until this point, the people are only relying on others in terms of opinions or on your website, and now it's your message to finalize the pain points, the beliefs, the things that are stopping them from purchasing your product. So this is your rabbit segment, and these are the people that are probably going to be here with your campaigns, but more likely are going to be converted through your flows. The loyal dogs, the people who purchase frequently, the people who tend to bargain, like look for bargains, tend to hunt for the offers, are those that are recently engaged, they purchase frequently, but their monetization is low. So those are the people that you have to push their revenue threshold in order to grow how much they're spending with you. And the easiest way to do it is show them more of what you get with an offer, so long as they buy a certain amount of the product. So therefore, if you just maximize the volume or the bundle in terms of benefits and bonuses to the offer, you are going to maximize them and turn them into one of your whales. Now, before we go into the whales, there's this segment that is in between loyal dogs and whales, which is called baby whales. And those are the potential champions, the potential VIPs. Those are the people that recently shopped, but they don't shop as regularly as you want them to, but they spend a lot of money. So these are the people that are kind of on the fence because they want to trust you. They already know about you. They have done their research. They already know that this is the thing for them, but either the conversion mechanism is missing, which might be the relevant offer, or they are not experiencing yet the benefits of your product. And the easiest way, again, like to convince them is by acknowledging their issues and giving them some sort of a benefit, being store credit, being an additional offer. But the beauty here is in the messaging of you addressing who they are rather than their conversion mechanism. Then your whales, your champions, your best customers, these are the people that almost everyone treats the same. They send them the same campaigns, they send them the same flows, they give them the same offers, they repeatedly get them more and more offers because these people are constantly engaged with the brand, so they keep on getting all of these promotions. And there have been instances in brands that we help, such as shoe brands, such as supplement brands, where people have shopped already at full price 2, 3, 4 times this year, yet again they're getting almost a daily message, or they were getting a daily message before starting to work because the segmentation wasn't really allowing them to take a break and have a different customer journey. So here's what you need to do instead. This is your loyalty program, and I'd argue that you should be doing a paid membership/loyalty program, which gives them exclusive perks, and it's either an unlockable based on a revenue threshold, or you make people subscribe to. If you think about the Amazon Prime, if you think about what Amazon Prime gives to you, it's only $9 for an immediate shipping, but because you're paying already for Amazon Prime, you don't want to necessarily go for shopping directly from the brand. So if you had your own version of Amazon Prime, then you can unlock a bunch of benefits that are not going to be on Amazon Prime. For example, you can unlock a product, you can unlock faster shipping, you can unlock store credit, you can unlock access to exclusive products, you can unlock a bunch of benefits and treat these people differently. And by far, in 2026, most arguably, it's going to be the in-person gatherings. I think that with the way that the world is being more and more disconnected, especially with the AI, people are going to be looking for the true connection, the true raw emotions and aspirations that people have, so that they can associate themselves with the others and with what they are standing for. And if you are to be the person connecting this and hosting these emotions, if you will, then this is going to give you an outsized leverage to your customers. And you can do this in a a form of unlockable with your best customers. You know, you have to optimize for this behavior and you have to engineer that behavior. So let's go now into the other segments, the people that used to be frequent shoppers. And the way that I like to think about them is by whistleblow. Let's say that you will be to call back one of the loyal dogs. Those are the people that used to be frequent buyers. They didn't really spend that much revenue. They're the one that we could call at risk, and you need to bring them back. There's a new product that is probably available for them. There's product iterations that you have. There's a new mission, a new ambassador, a new content piece, a new anything that has happened that is connected with what you stand for and what they resonated with you is the message that you should put forward. I love using store credit because it's the easiest way to attract someone back. And a lot of the people tend to manage subscriptions through messaging people when they churn. Your best way to keep someone around, to keep your take rates high, to keep them subscribed for the longer periods is, the first thing is just by changing your billing cycles. If you were to bill someone twice a year or once a year, your churn is going to drop by twice compared to 3 times to 6 times. If not, like if it's 12 times, you're probably going to have something like 25 to 30% churn, if not more. If you were to just decrease that, you're going to have a higher take rate. But more than that, you will have opportunities to have surprise and delight moments with your customers and even upsell them into other subscriptions. So the best way to really keep them is to save them before they lose the trust. Find your churn period, take it in the middle in terms of 2 months, 3 months, whatever it is, and find either what to sell to people or what to give as a benefit. But this will expand your customer journey, and you want to be keeping people as engaged as possible through this period with value. Now, there is a balance between how much you can send, and a fair amount of people will argue that you shouldn't be sending multiple campaigns so that you're reminding people to cancel and therefore they are canceling more frequently. But if you were to, instead of thinking of regular cadence, breaking it by customer journey as to by day 7, you should have achieved this point. By day 14, you should be achieving this point, and by day 28, you should have already been experiencing the benefits of the product, and if not, connect with us. Now, if you show that you understand exactly what is supposed to happen at every single point, you will have less churn. And this is one of the ways to message the people that used to be frequent buyers. You should co-experience, show empathy as to where they churned and what happened with them, and take them from there into their customer journey. And then the final segment is the ships lost at sea. So this is the segment that used to be whales. They used to love you, and then you just scare them away, and now they're going somewhere in the sea. And this is arguably the most important segment for you to win back. And I would argue that the way that you're going to win them is actually not through email, but through direct mail and through Meta. Chances are that if someone was on that segment, they must have received at least 20 to 30 emails a month. They must have been so loyal, and something happened. They either went to someone else that is solving the problem better for them, or they disconnected with what you're standing for. And either of those situations, you have to address and try to win on your side back. Now, there is natural churn, like you can't keep people for life, but the way that we try to think about businesses and strategies is on a 100-year horizon. What can you do to be with a customer for 100 years? And the biggest companies out there have been for centuries around. Those companies are the ones that have cracked the customer journey because they have the stickiest model. What can you do to change your horizon? And instead of thinking, I'm going to sell this business in 5 years and be retired on a yacht, what can I do to keep someone for 20 years, for 30 years, for 50 years, for this person to trust with their family, with their closest friends, my business? Once you start thinking through that level of delivery, your entire discrepancy between value and price is going to change in favor of the customer, which is ultimately going to keep them. And obviously, there are the different sides of this, but if you were to, again, give them credit, give them a lifetime benefit, unlock a perk for them, unlock one of the loyal things, and introduce one of those new actions and give it to them, then how valuable would that be for one of your customers? So think about it this way: with loyalty, with RFM, with your repeat customers, the biggest unlock that you can do is treat them by behavior and maximize for the ideal behavior that you want, and not just for the click or the open. If you'd like to get a free audit, just let me know and I will give you a link in the description somewhere. I appreciate you. I hope you crush it, your goals, and stay tuned for more videos like this.